People with cunning and resilience, people are able to bounce back from adversity, So if you are passionate, then you can bounce back. When life hits you, you can come back. You're not going to stay there, you know. You're not going to stay there because there's a place called there for you. And that was it for me. In depression, I still had something to do. Had this, uh, I had a vision to be a teacher. I had God's work in my heart. I had vision to do well in life, and that kept me going. That bounced me back. Right? Is having that vision, that passion for what you want, that place called there that you see. Right? So motivating. Still talking about motivating. People who accomplish great things usually combine a passion for a single mission with an unswavering dedication to achieve it. So you have what you want to do, and you have that unswavering dedication to achieve it, regardless of the obstacle and the length of time it might take, right? But you must have that passion for it. So even though I never knew about farming, I never thought about farming in my life until someone came along selling farmland, and I've developed a passion for farming now because I love building businesses. Also because I wanted this to be the practical hand to the teaching that I do. I teach about systems. I teach about businesses. So doing my farming business gives me the opportunity to practice what I teach and to be able to bring back even the experience of the practice to the teacher. So that's one of the reasons I do the farm. That's one of the reasons I started the company. That's apart from I also love making money. Don't let me deceive you. I also want to make money, and I love making money. So there's all, the thing about life is it's not the all. It's not whether I love making money or I love teaching. It's that I can make money and teach. Right? I can make money, I can teach. I can do everything together. That's what makes poor people poor, because they think that is that this or that. It's either I go to heaven or I'm rich. So someone sells them poverty and they buy it with the foolish thought that that's the key to heaven. It's not. You can be rich and go to heaven. You can be rich and do every other thing you want to do. The rich people go for the hand. You can have the hand. It doesn't have to be the whole. Right? Important. All righty, as we try to bring this home. So executive recruiter John Isaac then looks for, when he's looking for people with high performance tendency, he's looking for people that have a hunger, people that have a speed around the way they do it, and people that have weight. They're not light. They don't take these things for granted. They have a hunger, and they don't drag about the things they do. Hunger is the eagerness to master new challenges, right? Is the eagerness to master new challenges, right? You're not a problem or focused person. I used to have an employee that everything you say, it comes up with all the way why it cannot be done. Everything, it comes up with why it cannot be done. He thinks that he must focus on the why it cannot be done. Everything has the why it cannot be done. That's easy. A small child can tell you why it cannot be done. Why you employ people is to tell you how it can be done. We know there are challenges. How do we overcome the challenges? That's what the high performance do. That's where they focus their energy on the how, not the what, not the challenges, the how. How do we overcome the challenges? Challenges are there. How do we overcome the challenges? You don't say because there's a lion in the street, so you stay at home and never go to the farm. How do we kill the lion? How do we get to the farm even though the lion is in the street? That's the way high performance think. That's what you should think about your life. Don't be focused on the excuses. Don't be quick to say it's the exchange rate. Oh, Tinubu. Oh, it's because I'm in Nigeria. Oh, it's because I was born in the village. It's because I'm a boy. It's because I'm a girl. Oh, it's because of my parents. Oh, it's because of my tribe. People have those, yet they are succeeding. How? 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 How can I learn from their example and apply same in my life and overcome my own situation? It's not the problem is common to all. The solution is what differentiates the poor and the rich. It's how, in spite of my problem, I can still make it. That's what's important. All right. So the other party says is speed is the ability to do so, right? The ability to overcome the challenges. It says one thing to overcome challenges is the other thing, to get at it, not say I'm going to do it tomorrow, next year, right? And which refers to the leader's judicious use of power within each job, right? So you're still a personable person in what you do. So it says that explain that weight speaks to the question, why should anyone follow you to be a leader, right? Yeah, to be a leader, you want people to follow you of their own accord. A boss will force people, a leader, people give them the gift of their followership. So that's important. All that you do is to still be personable, right? And our last slide here says resilience is a key indicator of performance in a wide range of professions, right? From a special forces, soldiers to teachers. So resilience, right? And resilience comes because you have a passion for what you're doing. You see the reason why you're doing it and you want it. It's just like Jesus Christ. The Bible says that for the joy that was set before him, he went through the pain of a cross, right? He went through the pain of a cross, even though his body felt like not going. The Bible said that when he prayed, he was sweating like blood. Even went to God and say, "Can this cup pass over me?" Right? Those were times of struggle as he pushed himself to the end. But what kept him going was because he could see the end. He saw the joy before him. So he was able to go through the struggle, the momentary struggle to get the prize that was before him. And that's what we do also is being able to see that prize, see that joy, see the reason why we do it. Like I said, our company, my family is set up to change lives. That's what gives me energy to do what I do, right? To do all the planning, to do all the investment. I'm having to put a whole lot of money into this, but it's because I see the joy before me. I see the reason why I'm doing it, right? Not just to change other people's lives, to change my life first of all. My life gets changed. Other people's life gets changed. That's the joy. I'm not going to sit down and wait for, happenstance or chance. I take responsibility for my tomorrow. I take responsibility for the tomorrow of my children. I take responsibility for the tomorrow of my wife. I take responsibility for the tomorrow of my immediate family, my extended family, and to all the other person that I have to do with. That's why I do this. It's my farm, physical farm, metaphysical farm. I'm sowing to get the harvest, to take responsibility and charge of my future. And that's what God expects of every one of us to do, right? And the only way we're going to be resilient about it, go beyond the pressure, go beyond the difficulty, is because we see the end. We see the joy that is set before us, and we're able to push to that joy, right? Jim C. Collins says resilience is a signature of greatness, right? You're only going to become great as you push. You have a resilience, but resilience also comes from seeing the reason why you're doing it, right? Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness, it turns out, is largely a matter of conscious choice and discipline. You choose to do it. You choose to do it. You choose to make the sacrifice. You choose to make the sacrifice. I was just sharing this week during one of our prayer meetings. I was just sharing, you know, our cars. I had one scratch or a tear. As I looked at it, I'm a recovering perfectionist. So that little tear kind of reduced the value of the car for me, and that was like a choking. choking, and I brought a prayer point for me, it's just like Jabez. The Bible said that, Jabez prayed to the Lord that the Lord will extend the court of his dwelling, that he will not choke up. He will extend the tent of his calling, because his name said that it was one that caused pain. So Jabez's prayer was, Lord, extend the courts of my dwelling. Bring me to that large place. Lord, don't let me choke up. Bring me to that large place. That became one of my prayers, right? So as much as you do your part, there's also the place where you bring God along. Yeah, you bring God along, but it's a dual thing. Again, like I said, it's the and, not the or. It's not whether I walk or I pray. It's that I work and I pray. I walk and I pray. I walk and I pray. I do the things I can do, which is within my realm. But don't forget the things that are outside my realm. The cover of prayer, the cover of something that's bigger than me. It's not the or, it's the hand, right? Do what you can do, but don't forget the things you can do also. God help us. All right.